Chapter 2, The Soul in the Ring. Silence. Heavy. Suffocating. Even the air inside the room seemed to freeze. The young Xiao Yan remained unaware, his mind drowning in frustration, unable to sense the existence that now stood behind him. But the ring. It trembled. Inside the darkness of the ring, a faint figure flickered. Old. Weak. Transparent. Yet once. He had stood at the peak. A legendary alchemist feared across the continent. And now. He was trembling. Impossible. The voice echoed faintly, filled with disbelief. That pressure. It wasn't Do Huang. Not Do Zong. Not even Do Zun. It was something far beyond. Something that should not exist here. Do Sheng. The words came out like a whisper of despair. Xiaozhen stood still, his gaze fixed on the ring. He didn't need to release his full aura. Just a trace. And it was enough to crush resistance. You've hidden long enough. His voice was calm. Unhurried. But absolute. Come out. Inside the ring, the soul fell silent. For a moment. He considered resisting. Hiding. Escaping. But the moment that thought arose, a terrifying realization followed. He couldn't. Not in front of this existence. Even at his peak. He might not have been able to. A bitter laugh echoed within the ring. So fate has brought me to this. The black ring flickered. Then. A faint light emerged. Slowly, a translucent figure rose into the air, appearing before Xiaozhen. An old man in gray robes. His form unstable. His presence weak. Yet his eyes. Sharp. Wise. Ancient. They locked onto Xiaozhen instantly. And then. They shrank. Senior. The old man cupped his hands instinctively, his voice no longer arrogant, only cautious. I wonder, what you seek from this old ghost? Xiaozhen looked at him. Recognition flashed faintly in his eyes. Yao Chen. Once known as the Medicine Venerable. A peak alchemist. A fallen legend. And the future mentor of Xiao Yan. You're not difficult to find. Xiaozhen spoke lightly. But your condition. His gaze swept across the fragile soul. Is worse than I expected. Yao Chen's expression stiffened. A trace of bitterness surfaced. Fate is cruel. He did not deny it. There was no need. Xiaozhen stepped forward. Just one step. Yet it felt like the distance between heaven and earth had closed. Yao Chen's soul flickered violently. Instinct screamed danger. Don't resist. Xiaozhen raised his hand. A golden glow appeared in his palm. Pure. Dense. Filled with life itself. Item activated, body reconstruction pill. The moment the pill appeared, Yao Chen's pupils shrank to pinpoints. This. His voice trembled. That energy. That purity. That level of perfection. It was beyond anything he had ever seen. Even at his peak. Even when he was revered as a master of alchemy. This is impossible. Xiaozhen didn't explain. Didn't boast. Didn't hesitate. He simply flicked his finger. The pill dissolved into light. And then. It entered Yao Chen's soul. For a single heartbeat. Nothing happened. Then. Boom. A terrifying surge of energy erupted. Golden light burst outward, filling the entire room. Yao Chen's fragile soul trembled violently. Cracks of light spread across his translucent form. Then they shattered. Pain. Unimaginable pain. But beneath it, rebirth. Bones formed from nothing. Flesh followed. Blood surged. Veins pulsed. A heart began to beat. Thump. 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 The aura of life exploded. Where a fragile soul once floated, a real body now stood. Stable. Complete. Alive. Xiao Clan staggered forward, his breathing rough, his hands shaking as he looked at them. A body. His voice broke. I have a body again. He fell to his knees. Not from weakness, but from shock. From disbelief. From overwhelming emotion. Years. Countless years trapped in darkness. Reduced to nothing but a lingering soul. And now, in a single moment, he had been restored. Slowly, he lifted his head. His gaze locked onto Xiao Clan. No longer cautious. No longer doubtful. Only reverence. Senior. His voice was low. Heavy. Sincere. What do you require of me? Xiao Clan looked at him quietly. Then he spoke. Serve me. No hesitation. No conditions. Just two simple words. Silence filled the room. Xiao Clan closed his eyes. For a brief moment, memories flashed through his mind. His glory. His fall. His betrayal. His suffering. Then he opened his eyes again. All hesitation gone. He bowed. Deeply. Completely. This Xiao Clan. His voice was steady. Resolute. Is willing to follow Senior for the rest of my life. Xiao Clan nodded slightly. As if this outcome had always been certain. Behind them, unaware of everything, Xiao Yan still sat in silence. Struggling. Failing. Fighting alone. Xiao Clan turned his gaze toward him. Calm. Measured. The boy. He spoke softly. He stays as he is. Xiao Clan was startled. You mean? Do not interfere yet. Xiao Clan's voice carried quiet authority. His path must not be broken too early. Xiao Clan hesitated. Then nodded. I understand. A test. A foundation. A necessary suffering. Xiao Clan stepped forward once more. Standing beside Xiao Yan now. Looking down at him. For a moment. He simply watched. Then he raised his hand. Not to heal. Not to help. But to leave something behind. A faint, invisible mark. A blessing. A protection. Something no one, not even Xiao Clan, could fully comprehend. Grow. Xiao Clan murmured.